Good morning, Malevelon Creek! We're not going to do the countdown or anything. We're just going to get right the fuck into it. Give me 2 shakes to pull up some music. And then, yeah, we're going to go ahead and get into it. I'm going to go ahead and flip into my full screen view. Hi, how are you? Good to see you. Hello, hi, hello, hi. It's been kind of a stressful morning, but, we're getting through it. Okay, so, yeah, let's just go ahead and pop on.
Attention, Helldivers. Please direct your attention to the nearest monitor for this mandatory.
All right, and I'll go ahead and turn that down. In the stream mix. Bring that down to about there. But hi, how are you? It's patch day. Who's excited for patch day, huh? Oh, Eric, coming on in. How you doing, buddy? I don't have anything up yet. Did I mean to go live? Yes, I did. Hello, Poppy. I absolutely meant to go live because we're doing a quick, just a short little, just stream to go over the patch notes, do a little bit of fun stuff. This needs to be unpinned. There we go. Okay. Yes, I absolutely meant to go live. We are going to be going over patch notes, and doing a few things. Oh, this is a 100 patch. This is a big one. All right. Fuck yeah, let's fucking get into it. All right, so let me go ahead and flip into my screen view here, and I will disable that desktop, and you can actually see my real desktop. Oh, Poppy, Gigi's on the first.
I used to suck dick for coke.
I see him. I'll take some jet fuel for that. My friend Jason said, take your medicine. 62% thrust from Poppy for this morning. Not bad. Not bad for first thing in the morning. Okay. All right. So patch notes. I need to get into this really quick because I do want to get into some actual gameplay at some point this morning. Oh, I don't mean to be in Pacific Drive. Eric with the thrust off. All right. Hold on. There. Okay. I forgot to update my category and everything before I went live. Womp, 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 womp. 12 points. Valdez, thank you for paying your fucking taxes. Good morning. Good morning. I know this is not usual time for me to be going live, but we are going over some major updates. So, okay. So, freedom's greetings, Helldivers. Today is a big one, so we will dive straight in. Major overhaul of anti-tank, armor penetration, health and armor values, weapon and stratagem balancing, enemy reworks, Helldiver health and damage mechanic tweaks, gas gameplay mechanic. Ooh, they reworked gas, new galactic war feature, emote wheel feature, and crashes and bug fixes. I don't think you paid 112 times. No, but you have paid 6 times, and taxes have been paid 112 times total. The Karzik Street streams, yeah, that's been pretty good. I've been enjoying watching you do that. It looks like a drifty game. Aaron, thank you for paying your fucking taxes. You'll be able to do that again later, by the way. Ooh, everybody. All right, so thank you for your valuable feedback. Many players have expressed feeling constrained in how they... Oh, who's coming in with the thrust off? Todd Grayson with the thrust off. Holy shit. This is an impromptu stream, and all of y'all be showing up today. 47% thrust from Todd. Right, so relying on a limited set of tools while the options seem less effective. This has impacted your ability to play the game in the way that suits your preferences. So what's changing? For all the bug divers out there, many situations were previously either resolved with your primary weapon or anti-tank weapons, which haven't always performed as expected. With the overwhelming presence of to address this, we reworked armor penetration, anti-tank weapons, enemy armor, and health values. Our goal is to improve the effectiveness of such weapons such as the autocannon. There you go, Aaron. That's for you. Can't stick around, but you had to get your thrust in. Absolutely get your thrust in, chat. Good to see you, Todd. Hope you have a great day. And if you stream, I hope that goes well for you. Now, autocannon. The heavy machine gun, the flamer, and the AMR against heavily armored enemies. Although they may not be as effective as specialized anti-tank weapons, they are now more viable choices for making your loadouts more versatile, fostering better team collaboration and planning. On the bot front, Hulks have had their armor reduced, making them more vulnerable to a wider range of weapons. Additionally, to improve the gameplay experience, the Devastator and Gunship will now have a limited supply of rockets. I like that. And these rockets won't hit as frequently as before. This comes alongside previously updated smaller impact radius for rockets, reducing excessive ragdolling. Dope. Okay, we've also made improvements to the primary weapons, bringing them closer in effectiveness to the more popular choices. Yes, buff the primaries. If the primary is not good, buff it. I think I shared a video that Thor from Pirate Software had put out of like, if your meta is bad, buff the bad things. Buff the things that are weak. Don't just like, take what's really good and nerf it. Nerfing is not the answer. Buff what is weak. Buff what needs help. Anyway, we made improvements to primary weapons, blah, 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 blah. We are adjusting damage mechanics to make the damage Helldivers receive more consistent over time by reducing 100% extra headshot damage to 50. Let's maintain the overall challenge. So they put helmets on us. 100% extra headshot damage to 50%. So they put helmets on us. I like that. I like wearing helmets. That's pretty awesome. You finally got your blow high. I'm so happy for you, Poppy. I'm so happy. That's so awesome. That makes me so happy. We were already wearing helmets, lol. I know, but they put some extra padding in them now. I mean, you see this right here, right? Like, you see that? That's from a helmet manufacturer right there. That's about on my cheek. Yeah, that's a helmet manufacturer. Manufacturing error. Malfunction. Malfunction is the word that I was looking for. I haven't had any coffee yet. All right. So, okay, so, we assure you the blah, 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 60-day, blah, 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 blah. Okay, previously, partial damage dealt 50% of full damage, which we found to be overly punishing and reduced effectiveness too much, leading to an excessive reliance on high armor penetration weapons. We've now increased partial damage to 65 to address this. Less damage from headshots. Okay, we've already covered that. Okay. Liberator and Liberator Carbine, damage up, durable damage up, stagger force up, spare mags up, starting spare mags increased, okay. The Knight up, damage up, durable damage up. Magazines now refill when picking up resupply. Nice. Reduce recoil, dope. Okay, so that's a buff. Liberator Concussive now comes with a drum magazine. Ooh, the Liberator Concussive was one of my early favorites. I actually enjoyed that. The number of mags reduced from 6 to 16 to 10, but you're getting a 60 round capacity, so I think this is fair, because you're reloading less frequently. So yeah, that leaving that 600 total rounds on your person would have been a little bit of an excessive bit. Okay, tenderizer rounds in magazine goes up, so we get a bigger mag and more mags, so that's a buff. Breaker now comes with an extended magazine. Okay, so we're getting back to our 16 shell breaker, and stagger is up. Spray and Pray now has a duckbill muzzle, making it spread very horizontal. Oh, okay, so it's going to go more this away and less this away. I like that. And total damage has been buffed. Okay. Scythe cooldown is faster. Adjustments to the heat VFX. Scope change to a low-powered scope. So I'm guessing this is where we get, like, we're actually gonna get like the sight, the actual sight from like some of the sniper rifles. That would be nice. Removed recoil completely, which makes sense because it's an energy weapon, and sets enemies on fire faster. That's gonna be great on the bug front. Okay, crossbow explosion radius increased by 50%. An explosion oh my god. Oh, this is going to be huge for the people who like to run crossbow and shield. Look at that. Explosion damage radius increased by 50% and explosion damage increased to 350. That's going to take a Devastator like head on. The Eruptor, the shrapnel is back. We heard your feedback and reintroduced the shrapnel. They really want us using the crossbow. Yeah, I think you're right, Aaron. They really, really, really do. Yeah, they really want us using the crossbow, which, you know, it's pretty baller. But the explosion damage going up like more than double, that is a huge buff. That is a huge buff. Okay, so with the Eruptor, okay, shrapnel is back. So shrapnel projectile. Okay, so there's 30 shrapnel projectiles at 110 damage each. No. But as a result, they balanced it by decreasing the explosion damage. Also increased the amount of shrapnel. And the explosion radius was increased 17% for the inner radius and 50% for the outer radius. So the Eruptor is going to be a pretty solid weapon, actually, now. Defender, damage up. Durable damage up, so that's a buff. For the Defender, I don't really use that much. The Liberator Penetrator, damage increased from 45 to 60. That is actually really good. Yeah, the Eruptor does look like a very good weapon now. Yeah. 45 to 60, so that's like a 33% bump in damage from the Liberator Penetrator, which is good because I felt it was kind of weak. You know, even though it is like medium armor pen, it was pretty weak. Diligence damage increase and durable goes up as well. The counter sniper, like Aaron is talking about right now, damage increased from 140 to 200. That is a little less than half. Like that's like 40% damage increase on that. But this durable damage, like look at this, holy shit, that is a massive. And and armor pen 3, yeah, because of the durable damage. Yeah, and the stagger force has gone up as well, so that's good. The diligence counter sniper has been a favorite for a few, and like that's great. I'm excited to work with it. Okay, the Blitzer now has a weak stun effect that builds up per shot on targets. Okay, yeah, you know Laurel likes it. Yeah, Laurel's a big fan of the DCS. Okay, but let's talk about the Blitzer. Because one thing about the Blitzer here is, okay, yes, it says it has a weak stun effect, but the Arc 12 Blitzer, if I'm thinking this is the weapon that I'm thinking it is, it's actually like going to also like it's the bug zapper primary, yeah, but it's gonna like arc to more targets and is gonna be more deadly, so that's good. The torture damage increased by 50%. That's great. I like that. Flamer mechanics reverted back to a poor estimate. Arc Walker, fearless and bold, in fields of strength, her story told. Every drop, her legacy grows. Guardian of stars where freedom flows. Welcome on in, Sabrina. Good to see you. Quokka dance break. We need to get a little quokka. I swear. My music is a touch too loud. Noted. Okay, I'll go ahead and bring that down a little bit. Is that better? All right. So where were we? Okay. Okay, sidearms. The Peacemaker has a spare mag. The dagger doesn't overheat as fast. There's no recoil on it. The damage is up. Sets enemies on fire faster. Adjustments to the heat VFX. All kind of the same stuff as the rest of the. Sorry, you interrupted. No, it's perfect. I appreciate you. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, and the crisper damage increased by 50%. Flamer mechanics, and the crisper now gets AP4, which for a secondary weapon to have an AP4, y'all, for realsies, holy shit. All right, so for support weapons, dedicated anti-tank weapons like the Recoilless, Quasar, Commando, Eat, Spear, and Patriot have all received significant damage boosts to increase their effectiveness. Strong and reliable, the Recoilless and Spear can afford to be less accurate when firing at armored targets, since most hits will eliminate enemies the size of a charger. Strong, the Eat and Quasar are highly effective, often killing targets with a single hit to a weak spot. Otherwise, 2 solid shots will handle a charger or 1 shot for a Hulk. Oh, wait, is that what it's doing now? Less strong. The Commando and Patriot exosuit rockets typically require 1 to 3 shots to take down a charger or Hulk. Okay, so... Okay, so... Okay, so this is just they're talking about... Okay, so this is what we're expecting. Okay, so the grenade launcher. Yeah, not that they changed... They're just talking categories, not that they changed anything there. Yeah, I kind of figured that out. Okay, so grenade launcher. Starting spare magazines increased from 1 to 2. Max spare magazine has been increased from 2 to 3. So we're going to get another belt of grenades. And the explosion radius is increased slightly. That's good. That's going to make it more easy to potentially pop things like bug holes and fabs. Laser cannon. Cooldown is slightly faster. That's good. Removed recoil. It shouldn't have had it in the first place. It's an energy weapon. Sets enemies on fire faster. I like that. That falls in line with the other laser weapons. Can now damage heavier enemies like Chargers, Bile Titans, Impalers, and Hulks. An adjustment to the heat visual effects. Yeah, laser cannon looking good. Laser cannon looking good. All right, so arc thrower. Okay, this is the arc thrower. This is the one that had the big change. This is your primary bug zapper support weapon. Hi, Sif. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well today, baby. Good to see you. Hello. Oh, Sif coming in with the thrust off. What are they going to be thrusting at today? Set. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, no. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. You didn't see that. Nobody saw that. Somebody gets Sif-a-stim, yeah. Absolutely somebody gets Sif-a-stim. All right, so the arc thrower. Range has increased from 35 to 55, so it'll go another 20 feet. Now has a moderate stun effect that builds up. That's what you get for not having coffee. I haven't had mine either. After this, I'm going to have to go make coffee and get ready for work because I can't stay for a long time playing today. I would love to. I would love to just play this all fucking day, but I just can't. Okay. All right. So, durable damage is doubled. Jumps additional times. Now has a moderate stun effect. That's great. Okay, the railgun. Durable damage increased from 60 to 2. I want y'all to see this. Look at this right here. Look at what the railgun can do now. Railgun, yeah. And fully overcharging damage increased from 150 to 250%. So if you overcharge and you get that thing up to full right before it's about to explode in your face, it's going to do 250%. And the durable damage hike, yeah, Aaron is right. That is insane with that durable damage hike. That is absolutely crazy, and I cannot wait to get into this. The Stalwart gets a damage buff, durable damage buff, and a stagger force bump. Just a little bit. Machine gun, stagger force goes up a little bit. AMR, oh, I'm going to love this. Durable damage increase from 135 to 180. 135 to 180. The AMR can now damage these types of enemies, heavier enemies like Chargers, Bile Titans, Impalers, and Hulks. And the stagger force goes from 20 to 25. That's good. That's good. The heavy machine gun, stagger force going from 20 to 25 can now damage heavier enemies. That's good. So this is where they were talking about how they were like making enemies a little bit weaker. So like these big enemies, their AC is going down. And as a result, things like the heavy machine gun might actually be useful against them. Commando, demolition strength against structures has been reduced. It can no longer destroy automaton fabricators in a single shot. However, since the fabricators have stealth, it can still take them out in 2 shots. So, this is one that I feel like is going to be a sticking point for a lot of people. They've actually wanted to nerf this for a while. So, like, you know, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that that's what they're doing. Flamethrower, damage up 33%, reverted back to Escalation of Freedom. Armor pen increased from 3 to 4, and can now damage heavier enemies. Autocannon. Errant. Your autocannon can now damage heavier enemies like Chargers, Bile Titans, Impalers, and Hulks. You're absolutely okay with this. Yeah. You're okay with the Commando too? The autocannon was perfect, and now it's more perfect. Yeah. And then there's some changes to the grenades. The frag grenade shrapnel damage was increased. Max amount was increased. Refill was increased. Explosion radius increased. That's all nice. Yeah, for the Commando. Yeah, you're okay with it. You were absolutely okay with the Commando being a 2-shot for a fab. Yeah, it being 1-shot for a fab was a little OP. And I will agree with that. Thermite grenade. Oh, look at this. Look at what Thermite's about to do to tanks. Explosion damage from Thermite is going to increase from 100 to 2,000. 2,000. Right? Shorter time until it ignites the Thermite. Time until it explodes slightly reduced, and the max number is decreased from 4 to 3 to balance that out a little bit. So the Thermite grenade is going to be your best friend against some of those tanks, and especially the new rocket launcher tank. I feel like that's going to be a big thing. All right, so stratagem changes. Every stratagem capable of damaging heavily armored enemies has had their damage increased to account for the increased health of heavier enemies. The goal of this change is to have stratagems on a similar or higher power level than before. In addition to that, we made the following changes as well. The Eagle 500. Okay, so y'all know how sad I always was when like an Eagle would go off and it would be the big, huge explosion and it would look so good and kill nothing. Yeah, so that's going to be fixed. Eagle rockets, damage slightly increased. Gatling Sentry gets a stagger force bump. Machine Gun Sentry also gets a stagger force bump. Tesla Tower gets a stagger force to match the other arc weapons, and now has a moderate stun effect that builds up over its targets. That's good. I like that. The HMG can stagger force more, and as a result of the HMG getting a buff, now this can damage Chargers, Bile Titans, Impalers, and Hulks. All right, the Patriot Exosuit getting a stagger increase. Okay, all right, so here's what I'm going to love. The Emancipator Exosuit, which is my personal favorite exosuit. Autocannon durable damage increased from 160 to 150. Rate of fire on its weapons increased from 125 to 175. And ammo increased from 75 to 100 per arm. This is massive. Because it's like a over double damage buff. The rate of fire has gone up by like 33%, and we've got another 50 shots, like another 25 shots on each arm. That is amazing. Orbital laser has a slight damage buff. Orbital rail cannon has a slight damage buff. The orbital gas strike. We are reworking the gas gameplay mechanics to become more crowd control focused in preparation for the Chemical Agents Warbond. The gas effect has been reworked to cause blindness and confuse enemies and Helldivers alike. at the expense of reduced damage over time. Okay, so this is another one I feel like they're going to get a little bit of shit over. Oh my god, there's so much here. Oh my god, I don't think I'm going to be able to get into this. Okay, so they're reducing the dot from the orbital gas strike, which is a little bit sad. But it is going to become more of a crowd control element, so I'm okay with that. Okay. Alright, so general gameplay features. Galactic War Map can now display the location of strategically important assets, make it easier for Helldivers to take them into consideration when deciding on their next move. Okay, so strategically important assets are going to be marked now. That's good. Players can now equip 4 emotes in the armory and use them on the new emote wheel. That's cool. Alright, fabricators now have health and armor in addition to their existing destruction system. This means that while high armor penetration weapons can still destroy them, it may take multiple hits to do so. So we might be able to pop fabs from the back with an autocannon. We'll try that out. Okay, so Hulks. Armor reduced from 5 to 4. Back weak spot slightly more durable. Back weak spot health decreased from 1,000 to 800. Okay, so it's a little bit more durable, but it's got less health, and its armor has been overall reduced. That's great. Hulk Bruiser. Replace the rocket launcher for an energy-based cannon. Okay. Increased how frequently the Hulk Bruiser shoots. I don't like this. The tank. Front armor increased from 5 to... Oh, shit. I thought they were supposed to be making these things easier to hit. Berserker. Head health reduced. Main health reduced. Abdomen is now a weak spot on the Berserker. Thank fucking God. Chainsaw damage increased. Oh no. Those meat saws just got a little more deadly. All versions of the Devastator main health was reduced slightly. Now flinch when hit, causing their aims to worsen, similar to the conscripts. The intent is to make them easier to manage if you keep applying damage. I like that. Rocket Devies now has a limited number of rockets. You can see them disappear once they are spent. There is a reload mechanism from their backpack to replenish their rockets once. Rocket physics collision is smaller, making them easier to avoid. I like that. That is good. Alright, so gunships now have the same limited amount of rockets. Rocket physics collision is smaller. Okay, so the Charger. Look at this. Armor reduced from 5 to 4. The butt weak spot health is reduced from 1100 to 950. Slightly less durable. Belly armor reduced from 2 to 4. From 4 to 2. Reduced from 4 to 2. That's good. Damage multiplier has been added to the exposed flesh, now dealing 300% damage. Now turn slightly slower when charging and moving normally. Charging less often. Charge damage increase. Ooh. Oof. So they're going to be a little more deadly as well. Behemoth, the butt weak spot health is decreased. The Hunter has less health. Scavengers have less health. Bile Titan reduced armor. Rework the Tile's belly gameplay. Belly armor reduced from 4 to 2. So if you get under this fucker now, you could potentially actually do some damage to it. Introduce a separate belly health pool once the outer belly layer has been destroyed. Destroying the exposed belly health pool kills the Bile Titan. Good. So if you manage to get underneath the fucker, that's great. You can actually take it out. Okay, Impaler. Armor reduced from 5 to 4. Previously, the Impaler could only retract its tentacles once during its entire lifetime when threatened. Now it can do it several times. So it's working more, I think, as intended here. Its tentacles pursue you over a shorter distance from the Impaler and prioritize players nearer to the Impaler. And if the Impaler can't see an enemy, it will retract its tentacles for a brief period. The tentacles themselves. Damage is increased, reduced camera shake of the tentacle attack, and the tentacles require less damage to retract them. Okay, so this is more balance. This is a little more balance. Okay. Okay, so planets and modifiers. Intense heat and extreme cold modifiers are no longer static. Will change based on the time of day or different weather conditions. Okay, so basically you can't go to an ice planet and not have your shit overheat the entire time. Fine. Some desert planets will now have the intense heat modifier active during the day. This means that during the night, planets will have no modifier, and or in some cases, the extreme cold modifier. I like that. I like that. That's the way that it should be. Arid planet, similar to Hellmire, will now only have the intense heat modifier during tornado storms. Lovely. Because I always love diving on a tornado planet. All right, so fixed per weapon aim mode, not saving correctly. Oh, dispatch will clear all. Okay, so they fight. This has been a thing that's bothered me for a while because like whenever I would go into first person, like I didn't want first person on every single weapon, but I wanted it like on my AMR for my scope and stuff. So that's good. All right, they've got some crash fixes and soft locks fixes. PS5 friends list, evacuate high value assets objective, where enemy. Okay, so they fixed it where it would spawn on top of extraction. You can no longer shoot generators from spawn points. Enemy pathing, where they would sometimes try to enter the base from the mountain on the side. Added more protection for the generators. Heavy and flying enemies now prioritize attacking the player before the generators and the gates. This is good. Fixed energy where enemies would stop responding for a period of time when the host leaves the mission. Okay. Geo-survey missions. Which the seismic probe could become inoperable if a player called it in and then left the game. Yeah, that's happened to Laurel and I. Tweaked enemy spawns around the geo-survey. That's good. Okay. Fixed the bug where the Impalers didn't receive explosive damage. Fixed the Impaler's tentacles not being pingable. That's good. Bug fixes. Okay, this is all just a bunch of... Wow, there's a lot of bug fixes. Okay. All right. Now, I do need to step away for just a moment.